Hey guys, Alex here with Serious Goose Games. Welcome back to our Unity Tactics RPG tutorial. Last time we set up physical defense that helps our units survive a little bit longer. Today we're adding health bars to units, and we're probably going to spend the next couple videos adding UI stuff to help improve the game's communication, which is incredibly important for players to understand what's actually happening in the game. We're not going to be doing a lot of code today, but we are going to create a new script called Face Camera. So right click in your scripts folder, create mono behavior script. It's called Face Camera. Go ahead and open that up. This script is only really going to have one line of code, so we're going to get rid of start, and then inside update, we're going to do transform.lookAt camera.main.transform.position. Next, let's head over to our unit script, and we're going to add a new namespace, and it's going to be using Unity engine.ui, and then we want to grab a reference to our health bar, so public image health bar. Now, inside update, we're going to update our health bar. So we're going to do health bar dot fill amount is equal to health divided by our max health. And because those are both integers, we need to make them floats. So what we're doing here is we're taking the fill amount of our image, which is always between 0 and 1. It's a percentage. And we're creating a percentage by taking our health and dividing it by our max health. But because we want it to be a percentage, it has to be cast to a float, which is what this is. If we don't do that, we're going to get either 0 or 1. There is no in between. So we have to make sure those are floats. That's all we need for code, so go ahead and save everything and let's head back to Unity. And we're going to go to our prefabs folder, and we're going to open up our unit prefab. The first thing we're going to do inside our prefab is right-click on our unit, go to UI, and create a canvas. Now the canvas, we want to change it from screen space overlay to world space, and we want to remove the graphic raycaster component. We're going to set the position to be 0, so position X 0, position Y 0. The width and the height will both be 10, and then we're going to add component, and it's going to be the face camera script we just created. That's going to make sure that this canvas is always facing the camera. Now we're going to right click on the canvas. We're going to go to UI, go to image. And we're going to call this health bar background or health bar BG. We're going to change the color to black. The X position we're going to keep the same, but the Y position we're going to change to 1.25. And then the width and the height, we're going to do 2 for the width and then 1.25 or no 1.25, 0.25 for the height. And that gives us this black bar that appears over our units. If we look in the game view, we can see them. And it looks a little weird right now, but when we go into our play mode, those bars are all going to be facing the camera. Now we're going to right click on our health bar background, go to UI, add another new image. This will be our health bar. And we're going to click the anchoring settings under the rect transform. We're going to hold down Alt and Shift and stretch it out so that it fills the original background. Now, in order for us to change the image type, we have to actually give it an image, the source image. I'm just going to use like a default one that Unity has. Eventually we'll replace it with a real one, but for now I'm just going to do the background sprite, and it looks a little weird, but if I change it from sliced to filled, it makes it slightly better. We can change the color to green, and then the fill method, we don't want radial 360. Instead, we want horizontal. And now if I change the fill amount, we can see that it goes down and up. So if we have a max health of 3 and we just start the game, so our current health is 3, 3 divided by 3 is 1, that gives us that. Whereas if we have like a max health of 4 and a current health of 2, 2 divided by 4 is 0.5, so it'd be halfway full. Now we're going to select the unit itself, and inside our unit script, we can see down at the bottom there is a field asking for the health bar, so we're going to drag the health bar into that field. And then that is all we need to do for our prefab. But now we have to make sure that our UI elements are always drawn on top. So back to our scene, we're going to select our main camera. We're going to right click on it, and we're going to add a new camera. And this is going to be called UI camera. We want to make sure that we remove the audio listener. We don't need that. And we're going to change the render type to overlay. And we also want to make sure that the clear depth flag is checked, which it is by default. And then the culling mask, we want that to be UI. So select nothing and then UI, or you can unselect things. After that's done, we can go to our main camera, scroll down to stack. We're going to hit the plus button, and we're going to add the UI camera to our stack. And before we continue, we're going to go back into our unit prefab and just make sure the canvas is on the UI layer. And we're going to change all of the children too. After that, you can save everything and hit play. So now we can see when we hit play, all of our units have health bars, and they are all facing the camera, which gives them kind of these weird little angles. If we select a unit and move it, the health bar moves with them. And the real question is, are we going to be able to see the health bar go down? Okay, I don't know if you could see that, but our health bar did go down on this enemy. Just slightly, though. And it looks like the health bar went down on our unit as well. Yeah, we can see the health bars are working as they should. Sort of. They're kind of going the opposite direction of how I wanted them to. So let's select our unit again. Go to health bar. And we can set the fill origin to be right. And that's going to basically flip the health bar around. So if I go back in, it's going to decrease from the other side. Now that is a completely subjective thing. Like if you prefer it to go the other way, you can totally make it go the other way. But this does make it a lot easier to see what's happening, which was the whole point of doing it this way. The problem with our health bars being always visible like this is that they kind of clutter things up a little bit. So maybe we can add some options to toggle them or make it so they only show up during certain things. But for now, this works. It communicates what we want to communicate. And in the next video, we're going to start working on implementing classes. At some point soon, we really need to get the rest of the UI up, and that is coming. But we have so many mechanical systems I want to get in place so that we have something to actually show on the UI. So we are getting there, slowly but surely. That's all for today, though. So if you found this video helpful, hit like and subscribe to help other devs find the series. Let me know in the comments, what is your favorite way that games show enemy health? Bars, numbers, or something more creative? I'm a fan of the classic health bar. As always, thanks for watching. I'm Alex with Serious Goose Games, and I'll see you in the next one.